Hi guys, MPs are elected and well paid in many people's eyes to represent their constituents. These public representatives have a limited amount of time and they're expected to use it wisely on issues related to their constituents. Of course, they can also use their position to raise an issue that is in the national interest. However, it must be said that at a time when the cost of living crisis is affecting David Davis's constituents, where inflation is eating into their savings and mortgage rates are pushing them close to foreclosure, he used his time in Parliament to engage in Nigel Farage's petty psychodrama with the bank, a waste of parliamentary time and a disservice to his constituents.
The Prime Minister, back to the question raised quite rightly by my right honourable friend, the member for North East Somerset. The opposition politician he was referring to, of course, was Nigel Farage.
Okay, first of all, so he's referring to Jacob Rees-Mogg, who stood up and basically did the same thing. Nigel Farage is not a politician and he's not an opposition politician. My God, are these people really that stupid? Nigel Farage is not a politician. He used to be a politician and he's not a member of the opposition. The opposition? This is David Davis, who has been in Parliament for I don't know how long, who used to be a minister. He's the guy who went to Brussels without a pen and paper. Anyway, let's continue.
Bank account was closed, not because he was a PEP, not because of commercial reasons, but because his views did not align with the values of Coutts Bank, a thinly veiled political discrimination, a vindictive, irresponsible and undemocratic action. But in addition, NatWest also disclosed confidential details about Farage's account to the BBC and lied about the commercial viability of his account, actions which ought to jeopardise his banking licence and should certainly worry NatWest's 19 million other customers. So he's told us what he's going to do for the future, but there are many other people in this circumstance. So can he require every bank with a British banking licence to inform the Treasury of all the accounts they've shut down for non-commercial reasons the last decade?
My God, he's there to represent his constituents. There's a cost of living crisis. There are people who are relying on food banks at the moment in David Davis's constituency. And he's standing up in Parliament, wasting parliamentary time, engaging in a tit-for-tat that Nigel Farage has with his bank. I don't even know how to respond to this anymore. So it seems Nigel Farage started out by saying that he had his bank account closed for political reasons. Then it seems he didn't have sufficient funds. Then it came out that some rules were changed regarding ethics within the bank, and Farage is saying that he had his account closed because of that. So basically the bank's saying we don't want to deal with racists and bigots, and that's why we've closed your account. And Nigel Farage is somehow saying, how dare you close my bank account because, I don't know, allegedly I'm a racist or a bigot. You have guidelines, I don't follow those guidelines, and now you've closed my account. How is this a story? Why is newspapers like the BBC running this? Who gives a crap about Nigel Farage and his bank account? Why are members of Parliament, this is the second one, Jacob Rees-Mogg was first, David Davis second, standing up in the House of Commons wasting parliamentary time on some tit-for-tat between Nigel friggin' Farage, who isn't a public representative, and his bank account. And his bank, sorry. There are people in David Davis's constituency now struggling to pay the bills. There are people in his constituency who are relying on food banks, who this winter will rely on warm banks. There are people who are seeing their mortgages rise by hundreds of pounds a month. There are renters who are seeing their rent go up by hundreds of pounds a month. There are families who can't feed themselves, can't pay their bills. And their public representative is standing up in the House of Commons, instead of representing them, representing some charlatan, snake oil salesman, who's in some sort of psychodrama, engaging in a psychodrama with his frigging bank. It's pathetic, beyond pathetic. David Davis needs to lose his seat at the next election. I haven't checked his constituency. I don't know if he has what sort of majority he has. Hopefully he's gone, because this is an absolute disgrace. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.